That story, Kate.
Well, Diane, this latest call that we're going to look at raises questions. It took place last month in Florida. It is stunning, a cry for help, and no one seems to know what to do. As Nancy McGee was choking on a piece of steak, her boyfriend struggled with the 911 dispatcher.
Can you do the Heimlich maneuver? No, ma'am, I don't know what that is.
The operator was unable to give the proper instructions on how to give the Heimlich maneuver. And when the dispatcher got her supervisor, he wasn't much help.
You need to get around the back of her. Can you understand me? All right, I'm going to give you back to the operator.
By the time paramedics arrived on the scene, it was too late. Nancy McGee was dead. And now investigators are trying to figure out what went wrong. According to reports, the supervisor, David Cook, is a man who's been reprimanded for sleeping on the job. And after Nancy McGee died, he reportedly said, "Another one bites the dust," and "I guess she bit off more than she could chew." It raises questions about how dispatchers are trained and who's qualified to be answering that phone.
It's a huge issue that 911 is faced with because the citizens demand, and as well as they should, that when they call 911, a trained individual is answering that phone.
There have been other frightening instances of deadly 911 failures. In Detroit, Michigan, a child called 911.
My mom had passed.
Let me speak to her. You shouldn't be playing on the phone.
The dispatcher thought it was a prank call, and the boy's mother died. And in Colorado, a woman reported that her daughter had been abducted by her fiancé, and the dispatcher stalled.
He's been kind of like stalking her. I mean, because a lot of times they end up making back up together. They end up making up.
The woman's daughter was found murdered the next day. Experts say protocols, which vary from state to state, need to be regulated.
The goal is that you have a protocol in place so that when that 911 line rings, you have a standardized way to deal with the emergency at hand.
For the mother of Nancy McGee, who choked to death, there's little comfort.
She would help anybody do anything. And then when she went to need help, nobody would help her, you know.
We feel for that family. As we say, standards vary from state to state. Where there are no standards, it can vary from department to department. And the problem is that anytime a mandate isn't accompanied by funding, it's often very difficult to get that mandate off the ground for states. And training and staffing are the first items that usually get cut in the budget. Diane,
Okay, Kate. Well, from 911 calls now, we turn to something in your garage.